Hello everyone, welcome back to Prasad's Banking and HSC coaching channel. This is the part 2 of the series. We are discussing the important questions related with modern Indian history. We will see the first question. Which of the following was established by B.R. Ambedkar? See, when it comes to modern Indian history, you need to remember the prominent leaders and the organization which they have established and the newspaper, books. So these things becomes important. So when it comes to Ambedkar first established Bahishkrit Hitkarni Sabha in 1924. Okay. And later he established Independent Labour Party in 1936. Okay. And these three was merged and formed All India Scheduled Caste Federation in 1942. Okay. In 1942, all this Bahishkrit Hitkarni Sabha, Independent Labour Party and Samaj Sammata Party. This was also a party of Ambedkar. All these three parties merged and formed into All India Scheduled Caste Federation. So when these types of question asked, you need to always mark a transformed version of the organization. These are the older party which was established by Ambedkar. But this was transformed and formed a newer party known as All India Scheduled Caste Federation. So the correct answer will be option C. So when it comes to Ambedkar, he published a weekly newspaper called as Mook Nayak. And few other books which was written by him was The Untouchable, Who They Are, Why They Are, and Have They Become Untouchables. Buddha and his Dharma, because in his later life he was converted into Buddhism. So he has the influence of Buddhism. So that's why he wrote the book Buddha and his Dharma, The Rise and Fall of Hindu Woman, The Emancipation of Untouchables. So these are the few books written by Ambedkar, and this is the weekly journal. Okay, weekly newspaper written by Ambedkar. Okay, we'll see the next question. Diarchy was introduced in the Government of India Act of. What is diarchy? Diarchy means dual government. So by this act, two legislative assembly was created, one at central level and one at provincial level. In central level it was headed by Governor General. When it comes to provincial level, provincial governor was there. Okay. For this provincial governor, for the first time election was held. In that election, Indians were elected. Okay, for this provincial governor legislative assembly, Indians were elected, and there was two subjects in this provincial level. One was transfer subject, one was reserve subject. And Indian ministers can make law relating to transfer subject. But when it comes to reserve subject, it was reserved to Governor General. Only Governor General can make a policies on reserve subject. So this was established in 1919 Act. Okay, Government of India Act of 1919. This diarchy was established. This is also known as Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. Okay. We'll see the next question. Provincial autonomy was introduced in India by the. What is provincial autonomy? See, as I discussed, in 1919, diarchy was introduced. So, in 1935, a power was divided between central list, state list, and concurrent list. Now, these ministers, Indian ministers, can make a policies related to state list and concurrent list. They can advise the Governor General with regard to framing the policies. So this autonomy was given to Indian ministers, but there was a limitation for it. Therefore, it was not accepted by princely status. Princely state, they didn't accepted this. That's why it didn't came into the existence. But remember that provincial autonomy for the first time given in Government of India Act of 1935. So remember this Government of India Act of 1935. It is very important because in the present day Indian Constitution, the major source was taken from this act only. Government of India Act of 1935. We have taken the emergency power, and Schedule 7, that is union list, state list, concurrent list, it was taken from this act only. And one more, federal court and joint election. So everything was taken from this act. So one more important thing about this act during that time was it established RBI. Okay, and it extended the communal electorate for women and depressed class laborers. Okay. Women and depressed class laborers. So it extended the communal award for women and depressed class laborers. So remember all this. We'll see the next question. Who was the first Indian Governor General of India? See, they are asking first Indian Governor General of India. So it is B. Rajagopalachari. Okay, when they ask who was the first Governor General of independent India, it is Mountbatten. They are asking Indian Governor General. That's why it was C. Rajagopalachari. Okay. Next question. The first General Secretary of Indian National Congress was? See, Indian National Congress was founded in 1885. It was founded by AOU. Okay. Why this organization was formed? So that the aspiration of Indians can be kept before the Britishers. Okay. For this serving this purpose, AOU established this organization. So when it was established, the president was W.C. Banerjee and General Secretary was AOU, who founded this INC. Okay. We'll see the next question now. Raja Ram Mohan Roy organized the historic agitation against the. See, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he founded Brahma Samaj. Okay, Brahma Samaj. So remember the date too. 1828. Remember this year. Why this Samaj was formed? This Samaj was formed to uplift the society and to make a social reforms in the society and to bring unity among the people. So he also launched the movement against the evil practices of sati. So the correct answer will be option B, evil custom of sati. Next question. Next, the Indian National Congress had passed the famous resolution on non-cooperation in 1920 at its session held at. See, why this non-cooperation movement was launched? So it was launched against boycotting the foreign goods and foreign schools and institutions which was governed by Britishers, and they also banned the liquors, and untouchability was also, they wanted to ban this untouchability and liquor and all those things. So this non-cooperation movement was launched, and this act was passed by INC in Calcutta session. Okay, in Calcutta section it was not ratified, but later INC met at Nagpur session. Okay, in Nagpur section this act was ratified. So remember, it was passed in Calcutta session and it was passed in Nagpur session. So after this, this non-cooperation movement was called back. Why it was called back? Because of Chori Chora incident. What is this Chori Chora incident? See, non-cooperation movement started all over the country. During that time, protesters and policemen. See, these policers started firing on the protesters. Due to this turned into the violence, and these protesters bombed on the police station. It killed 22 policemen. Okay. Due to this non-violence, Gandhiji called back this non-cooperation movement. Okay, and this incident is called as Chori Chora incident. We'll see the next question now. The transfer of government from the company to the crown was pronounced by Lord Canning in November 1st, 1858 at. So, after 1857 revolt, British Crown started After 1857 revolt, British Crown started administering the India directly, okay, and company rule was abolished. Now these governor generals or the viceroy, they came under the British Crown. They acted under the British Crown. So this was announced by Lord Canning at Allahabad Darbar. Okay, remember the place, Allahabad. Next question. Okay, next question. The Indian National Congress and the Muslim League came to each other in 1916 at. See, this INC and Muslim League was a separate party, okay. They two met at Lucknow. It is also known as Lucknow Pact. The main objective why they met was to establish the self-governance in India. By this they wanted to give Indians some power and they wanted the Indians to be at Viceroy Council so that Indians can make laws and policies related with India. Okay. To establish this INC and Muslim League came together, and from INC it was organized by Tilak. From Muslim League it was by Muhammad Ali Jinnah who made this possible. And this joint session and this joint session president was A.C. Majumdar. Okay. A.C. Majumdar was the president of this joint session. So it held at Lucknow, also known as Lucknow Pact. Okay, next question. Who said that the real seat of taste is not the tongue but the mind? See, this is the statement which was taken from autobiography of Gandhiji. Okay. See, this was the autobiography of Gandhiji, the story of my experiment with the truth. So this was the autobiography, and in this book this statement is mentioned. So these are other few books like India of My Dreams, In Swaraj, which was written by Gandhiji, and this was the autobiography. And this is the weekly newspaper which was published by Gandhiji, that is Harijan and Navjivan, Young India. Okay. So remember this newspaper name and the books. Next question. Who was the president of INC when Mountbatten Plan of Independence was accepted? So options are Nehru, Patel, Maulana Azad and Acharya J.B. Kripalini. So when Mountbatten announced the independence, INC president was Acharya J.B. Kripalini, who was the president of INC when Mountbatten announced the independence for India. Okay. Next question. When Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated, who said, "None will believe that a man like this in the body and soul ever walked on this earth"? So this statement was given by Albert Einstein. And remember few other things about Mahatma Gandhi. Who gave Mahatma to Gandhiji? So it was Rabindranath Tagore who called Gandhiji as Mahatma, and who called Father of Nation. This name was given by Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. So we'll see the next question now. In violation of salt laws, Gandhiji started a movement called. So we already discussed this question in previous video. So the correct answer will be Civil Disobedient Movement. Against the injustice policies of the Britishers, he launched Civil Disobedient Movement, that is a salt satyagraha. Okay. First to come and last to leave India were. So who came first? First was Portuguese who came to India in 1498. Okay. After that Dutch, later English, then Danish or Denmark, then comes French. Okay. See, Englishers left after the independence, but these Portuguese stayed in India till 1961. Through retaliation method, the government of India threw back this Portuguese out of India. So they were the first to come and last to leave India. So the correct answer will be option A, Portuguese. Next question. Who was the first Muslim president of INC? That is Indian National Congress. So it was Badruddin Tayyabji. He was the third president of INC. Who was the first president? First president of INC was W.C. Banerjee. Second was Dadabhai Nehroji. Third one was Badruddin Tayyabji, who was the first Muslim president of INC. Okay. Fourth one was George Buell. So he was the first Englishman to become the president of INC. So remember his name too. Okay. And one more important thing when it comes to INC president is Gandhiji became INC president in 1924. Okay. In Belgaum section. Gandhiji was the president of INC in Belgaum section, which was held at 1924. So remember these two. We'll see the next question now. Which directive principle bears the direct impact of Gandhiji's moral philosophy? See, Gandhiji's philosophy explains about welfare of the state. Even DPSP talks about the welfare of the state in Indian Constitution. Okay, so Gandhiji's philosophy has been depicted in DPSP of our Indian Constitution. So these are few Gandhian philosophy which is in DPSP. See, Article 40 which talks about village panchayats, and Article 43 which promotes the cottage industries, Article 43B cooperative societies, Article 46 to promote the education and economic interest of SC and STs, Article 47 talks about prohibition of consumption of drinks and drugs, Article 48 prohibit the slaughtering of cows. So now the correct answer will be option C. It is mentioned in Article 48 of DPSP, prohibition of slaughtering of cows. We'll see the next question now. The Quit India movement was launched in 1942 in the month of. See, Gandhiji launched this Quit India movement during the period of World War II. Okay, it was in 8th August 1942. This Quit India movement was launched. Why this movement was launched? So Gandhiji wanted Britishers to leave India and India wanted to achieve the independent status. So this was the reason why Quit India movement was launched. During this period only, Gandhiji gave a famous statement, do or die. Okay. So this movement is also known as August movement. So the correct answer will be option C, August. Next question. Who was the first English president of Indian National Congress? So I discussed about this. It was George Buell. Okay. He was the fourth president of INC. Next question. India attended Dominion status on. Dominion status means independent status. It was in 15th August 1947. So the correct answer will be option D. Mahatma Gandhi was profoundly influenced by the writings of. See, Mahatma Gandhi was influenced by the writing of Leo Tolstoy. Okay, his writings on war and peace influenced the Gandhi for taking Ahimsa path. Okay, so it was Tolstoy. Who was the founder of the Servant of India Society? See, the Servant of Indian Society was founded in 1905 in Pune. Okay, and it was founded by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Okay. Why this society was found? To promote the social and human development and to throw the Britishers outside of India. So this happened before Gandhiji came to India. Before that, Gopal Krishna Gokhale established this foundation with the objective of throwing Britishers outside the India. So the correct answer will be Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and he was also known as political guru of Gandhiji. Remember this point too. He was a political guru of Gandhi. Who of the following attended all three round table conference? All three round table conference was attended by B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar attended this conference so that his objective of attending this round table conference was he wanted to establish a separate communal electorate for depressed class. Okay, and he demanded this in round table conference. By this, for the first time, Indian represented the depressed class at world level. Okay. So remember this point too. So the answer will be B.R. Ambedkar. Who gave the slogan Inqilab Zindabad? So this slogan was given by Maulana Azrat Mohani. See, Hindustan Socialist Republic Association was formed. Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, there was also an activist under this association. To give boost for the activists, Maulana Azrat Mohani gave this slogan. It was widely used by Bhagat Singh during the revolt. So the correct answer will be Maulana Azrat Mohani. At which place in Bengal was the East India Company given permission to trade and build a factory by the Mughals in 1651? See, during that time, Subedar of Bengal was Shah Shuja. So he was the Subedar of Bengal during the Mughal period. So he gave permission to Britishers to establish the factory in Bengal in 4 places. One was Hooghly, one was Patna, one was Rajmahal, and another one was Qasim Bazar. Okay, this Qasim Bazar was famous for silk trade. And this Shah Shuja collected the 3000 rupees per month from Britishers. Okay. What is this per month? A free trade pass. So the correct answer will be option B, Qasim Bazar. The 2 states which had non-Congress ministers in 1937 were, see, when election was announced, in every state, Indian National Congress ministers were elected, but only in Bengal and Punjab, a Muslim League established their legacy. So Muslim League ministers were elected. So non-Congress ministers were seen in Bengal and Punjab. Through which principal device did Mahatma Gandhi strive to bridge the economic inequalities? So Gandhiji believed that through trusteeship theory. What is this trusteeship theory? Landlord will be made as trustees to the trust. Okay, so that they protect the interest of poor people. This was the theory behind trusteeship theory, but it was opposed by socialists because it was favoring the landlords. It was favoring the landlords, that's why this theory was opposed by socialists. Which one of the following was the first English ship that came to India? So the first English ship that came to India was Red Dragon. English were the third to come, so they came in the ship of Red Dragon. Who declared Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it? Who gave this statement? So this statement was given by Tilak. Okay, he is also called as Lokmanya. He was a social reformer. Okay, and few more important things about Bal Gangadhar Tilak is that he established Home Rule League in 1916. The Home Rule League was established by Annie Besant, but Indian version of Home Rule League was established by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and he also founded Deccan Education Society. Okay. Through this, he wanted to educate the Indian youth. Okay, and one more thing is like he published 2 weekly newspapers. One was Kesari and one more was Maratha. This was the English newspaper which was published by Tilak. Okay, and later he was arrested in Sedition Act and he was jailed in Mandalay. He was jailed in Mandalay. There he wrote the book known as Geet Rahasya. So remember the book name Geet Rahasya, and two weekly newspaper Kesari and Maratha. He founded Indian version of Home Rule League in 1916. Okay. So the correct answer will be option B, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Next question. Who among the following founded All India Depressed Class Federation in 1920? So it was founded by B.R. Ambedkar. We discussed this in first question. Okay, it was by B.R. Ambedkar. When was the Gandhiji and Irvani Pact was made? So what is this Gandhiji and Irvani Pact? See, this is also called as Delhi Pact. So by this signing the pact, Gandhiji agreed that through this pact, Gandhiji agreed that INC will be participating in Round Table Conference, and salt tax was taken off by Britishers, and they also gave permission to produce the salt, but only for consumption purpose, not for private sale. Permission was given for salt production only for consumption, not for the private sale. So remember this point, important. Okay. So it was signed in 1931. Okay. It is also known as Delhi Pact. Neel Darpan, a play depicting the revolt against the indigo planters, was written by. So this play was written by Deenbandhu Mitra. So it was against Indigo Revolution or Champaran Satyagraha, which was led by Mahatma Gandhi. Champaran Satyagraha was related to. So Champaran Satyagraha was related to indigo. What is this all about? See, Britishers gave 20 bag of land to farmers. Okay, in that 20 bag, in 3 portions, they have to compulsorily grow indigo. It was a blue dye. Okay. Due to this, it is also known as Teen Katia system. Okay. Teen Katia system. Due to this, farmers started revolting, and this Satyagraha was led by Mahatma Gandhi. It is also known as first civil disobedient movement started by Gandhi. Okay, so the correct answer will be option A, indigo. The first newspaper which was published in India was? The first newspaper which was published was Bengal Gazette in 1780 by James August Hawkins. Okay, he published this first newspaper, Bengal Gazette. Next question. Where was the first session of INC held? The first session of INC was held at Bombay in 1885. The president was W.C. Banerjee and General Secretary was Hebo Yung, who founded this INC. Who said, "Give me blood, I will give you freedom"? So this statement was given by Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. Remember about Subhash Chandra Bose? See, Subhash Chandra Bose cracked Indian Civil Service, but he didn't join the Indian Civil Service. Later he joined INC, okay, Indian National Congress, in 1921, and he became All India Youth National Congress president. By this he started the weekly newspaper called Swaraj. See, through this newspaper Swaraj, he advocated complete independence, and he will be using a force to gain it. So it was against the non-violence, the policies of Gandhiji. So there was a dispute between INC leaders and Subhash Chandra Bose. So he left INC and he formed Forward Bloc in 1939. Okay. So one more important thing about Bose is that he gave the term Jai Hind. Okay. So the correct answer will be option A, Subhash Chandra Bose. Which of the following movement was not led by Mahatma Gandhi? So Champaran, Mahatma Gandhi was there. Non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement. This movement was started by Gandhiji only. So it is option B, Wahhabi movement. See, this Wahhabi movement is a Islamic movement. Okay. It was started by Syed Ahmad Rai Bareli. Why this movement was conducted? Because Muslims started converting to Western policies. So he wanted Muslim to be pure. So that's why this movement was started by Syed Ahmad Rai Bareli. In this, Gandhiji did not participate. It was an Islamic movement. Which of the following authorized the British government to imprison any person without trial and conviction in the court of law? So it was Rowlatt Act of 1919. So in this, a person will be arrested without any warrant if he participates in national movement. So this act was misused by General Dyer. So we can see Jallianwala Bagh massacre. It was because of this act only. Rowlatt Act of 1919. So the correct answer will be option A. In which region did Birsa Munda operate against the Britishers? See, Birsa Munda was a leader of tribes. Okay, he fighted against Britishers' influence and exploitation of tribal people. We can see this Birsa Munda operated in Chota Nagpur Plateau. So the correct answer will be option B, Chota Nagpur. Next question. The national anthem was first sung in the year 1911 at annual session of Indian National Congress held at. So when Indian National Congress, which was held in Kolkata, the first time national anthem was sung. National anthem was written by Rabindranath Tagore in Bengal language. Okay, and it was sung in Bengal language. Aurobindo was arrested in connection with. So Aurobindo was arrested in connection with Alipur bomb case. See, what is this Alipur bomb case? See, this Alipur bomb case was started by Khudaram Bose and Faratullah Chaki. Okay, see, this Khudaram Bose and Prafulla Chaki who started this Alipur bomb case. See, in Alipur bomb conspiracy, they was bombing the magistrate offices where trials was held. So they planned to bomb the magistrate officers. During that time, Aurobindo was arrested in this case. So remember the leaders who started this. It was Khudaram Bose and Prafulla Chaki. Who among the following was the founder of Dravida Kazhagam? Okay. And it was started by Periyar Nidhi Ramaswamy Nikar. Okay. Who was the one who started this, and it is also known as self-respect movement. Why this movement was started? So that he wanted to eradicate the untouchables, and he wanted untouchable to be thrown out of Dravida region, that is Madras region. Whom did Bal Gangadhar Tilak refer to as his political guru? So Bal Gangadhar Tilak considered Mahadev Govinda Ranade as political guru. Okay. See, Mahadev Govinda Ranade was a political guru for Gopal Krishna Gokhale also. Okay. Gopal Krishna Gokhale also considered Mahadev Govinda Ranade as the political guru, and Mahatma Gandhiji considered Gopal Krishna Gokhale as his political guru. So remember this. Mahatma Gandhi launched the civil disobedience movement in 1930 from Civil Disobedience Movement or Salt Satyagraha from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi. From Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi Coast, this movement was launched. Who among the following revolutionaries were executed by British? So it was Rajguru. Rajguru was executed by Britishers. Along with him, Bhagat Singh and Sukhdev. These three was executed by Britishers.